A former police officer is being charged with recording underage girls inside a high school locker room while working for a private school in Milwaukee. Let's get into the video.
This was the scene Friday morning at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School's board meeting.
It makes us sad, it makes us angry, the fact that they're minimizing this situation.
They only heard our concerns. They never tried to answer our questions.
The meeting ended in an early dismissal for students. Many were already walking out and getting picked up by their parents just before noon.
It hurts just how they just broke our trust like that.
This comes days after former security coordinator Fernando Bustos was charged with invasion of privacy. He is accused of hiding cameras inside the girls' locker room.
We don't want to know those things. We want to know clarification.
Parents say they're upset. They only learned what happened this week, after Bustos was charged. That's nearly 2 weeks out.
So, security guy supposed to be protecting your children is actually, watching them a little too closely. See, you already have to deal with woke teachers inside your school, sexual. How many cases of sexual assault have we seen on students left and right from a lot of female teachers, male teachers as well, don't get me wrong, but there's been a lot of female teachers in the news lately sexually accosting children, basically. But here this guy is supposed to be protecting your kids. Meanwhile, he's secretly recording them. And who knows what he did with those recordings. They could be out there on the web. Well, not the actual internet, but, like the dark web or something. And for anyone to see. This is why I'm a big advocate. Homeschool your kids. You never have to worry about this. All right? There's no creepy security guard. You're the only security guard.
We top flight security of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
After the school called police about the hidden cameras. And nearly 1 year after prosecutors say Bustos started recording.
This is a tremendously difficult time for our community.
School president
was recorded
Andrew
for a
Stitt
year.
says they were trying to balance informing families and preserving the investigation.
We're doing our best to keep our parents informed in the midst of an active criminal investigation, and we're working with police. We're working, as best we can with all of the folks that are involved in this issue.
Stitt said no red flags popped up in Bustos' hiring, and the school followed all state and local requirements.
Will students or parents get an apology from the school?
We are very sorry that this has all happened, right? We are very sorry that this has happened. Our hearts are broken. And I want to express that. I expressed that this morning. We're going to make changes to ensure that it doesn't again.
And the school promises families regular updates and changes, and they will make sure this doesn't happen again. We have details of those changes and what they will look like on our Fox Local mobile app. In the newsroom, Abril Preciado, Fox 6.
What a bunch of bullshit. The school says that they'll make changes and it won't happen again. Come on, we all know it's gonna happen again. There's no red flags in his account, but he was, what was it? I read this. He was not fired, sorry. Mr. Fernando over here previously resigned from the Greenfield Police Department in 2020 after being investigated for mishandling evidence in an identity theft case. So clearly you don't just resign because you mishandled something, which makes it sound like, he misplaced something, left it over here and he forgot. Nah, he took some shit from somebody that was, already stealing, and he thought he was going to keep it for himself, and they was like, nah, you're being investigated. He was like, I quit.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you, I'm out.
But Mr. Fernando over here was doing court a few days ago. I believe I have another video for that. I believe this one.
The man accused of recording inside the girls' locker room
go.
at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School went before a judge today, but he was not alone. A large crowd of parents and students was there as well. April Preciado was there, and she brings us more tonight.
People are crying still. They're hurt. You know, they feel betrayed.
Dozens of students and parents gathered at the Milwaukee County Courthouse Thursday morning.
State of Wisconsin versus Fernando Bustos.
All to stand in Fernando Bustos' preliminary hearing. The 41-year-old is the former Cristo Rey Jesuit High School security coordinator accused of recording girls inside the locker room for a year. He is charged with invasion of privacy.
Did you also understand that by waiving that hearing, you are conceding that the state can establish probable cause, and you will be ordered to stand trial?
Yes.
Ultimately, he entered a plea of not guilty.
I'm saddened and disappointed. Lots of students are crying because they are distraught after hearing him say he...
How the hell you get caught for recording, do it for almost a year, or arrested for it, but you enter a plea of not guilty? Not guilty of what? Like, watch him try to say some shit like it was his predecessor or something like that. The person before him did it, so he was just keeping the trend going. Some bullshit, which just proves the school had an even bigger issue because they never knew before. And how long was it going on before the 1 year of him recording? These are just speculations now, okay?
Lies. Oh, lies! He's innocent.
It's going to be a lengthy process or whatnot, and I mean, I'm here for it.
We reached out to the school, and in a statement they sent to Fox 6, they say, quote, Cristo Rey Jesuit High School stands in solidarity with our students and families to see that Fernando Bustos is brought to justice, adding, attorneys are working closely with law enforcement officials so that we can focus our energy and efforts on the education and well-being of our students.
I am hoping and I am hopeful that justice is served for us.
In Milwaukee, Abril Preciado, Fox 6 News.
Parents say they handed over more than 20 letters to the district attorney's office to express the impact that this has had on their kids. Bustos will be back in court next month.
See, I thought private school was supposed to be, you know, better than public school. But apparently just school in general is a terrible place to be. Especially when you're forcing your children to spend 8 hours a day there. With random strangers they don't know, random adults you don't know, people that weren't vetted by you, but were vetted by the school system, but the school system somehow didn't see anything wrong with a police officer that quit because he was mishandling evidence. Maybe we need to have some people in the school board resign here, because clearly, private school, it must be, you must be spending some kind of money on it. And if I was a parent spending money on private school and my kid was getting fucking video recorded, bro, I'm tearing that school down. What the fuck do you mean? I just spent all this money for my kid to be recorded and who knows where that video ended up? Burn the motherfucker down.
Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down! Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down!